So today I'm gonna do something different. I just watched. This is gonna be like this is not scripted or something like most of my videos are. This is just a full new thing I'm gonna do. I just watched Daybreak. It's a new series on Netflix, and I just want to review and give my opinion. Again, I like giving my opinion. So yeah, I wrote some bullet points here and it says what's good about the series. Yeah, the series, and what's bad about the series. And the first thing is a bad bullet point. It's too much. Okay, wait. I should I should just explain first. I should just explain what show is about. Okay, the show is about this kid named Josh, and the apocalypse happened, and everyone under 18 survived, and all the adults just change into zombies, and this kid is looking for his long lost love. He's falling in love with this girl, and her name is Sam, and he's looking for her in this apocalypse wasteland in somewhere in Los Angeles, in California. And there's all these kids have all these tribes, all these clans and stuff. And yeah, he has to survive. That's a quick recap, and I highly suggest watching the show because it's really good. Um, and yeah, so just go do that, and I'll have my bullet points here. Okay, so the show is kind of like Stranger Things. It's 16 rated, and it has kind of the same volume of gore like Stranger Things has, but it is different. Okay, it's very different, but it has the it has the same audience. Okay, if you like Stranger Things, you probably like this show. But first one that I have is too much sex. Yeah, too much sex. I don't know why. But there's a lot of sex in this show. So this isn't like a show you can watch with your parents. Like, oh, let's watch a show, guys, and let's watch Daybreak. Like you probably don't watch Stranger Things with your mom or something. But I just realized my headphones aren't plugged in. Wow, wow, ear review. Jesus Christ. But yeah, you can just watch it with, well, if you want some awkward moments with your parents, go ahead, but I wouldn't suggest it. The second thing, the concept, a good thing, it's the concept of a zombie apocalypse is always fun in my books. I love zombie apocalypses. I just love it. I love everything about it. I wish a zombie apocalypse would happen. Yeah, I'm a psychopath. Um, the concept is really good. Like, without any adults, these kids are just alone, and it's probably what kids would do. Just make tribes of every, you know. Yeah, it's kind of like a high school, but the high school is a city in California, so that's pretty cool. And another app. Oh, a bad bullet point is High School Musical syndrome. This show has the High School Musical syndrome, and it doesn't become a musical or something, but it does focus a lot on high school. What the most things in Netflix do, like Netflix makes a lot of teen rom coms, and I hate them. Tall Girl, Kissing Blue, blah, 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 is a loser. Fuck that show. Movie. But and yeah, that kind of sucks. Like your zombie apocalypse thingy changes into a High School Musical, a teen rom com, and I don't like that. What's good on the thingy? I just watched it, by the way. Just watched it out like 15 minutes ago and just wrote this all down. I'm a madman. Good is the characters. The characters are solid characters. You have diversity in your characters. You have a gay black samurai. Uh, uh, Yeah, a gay black samurai. You have that. If you like gay black samurais, go watch that show. It's really good. Um, you have an incinerated uh, jock QB. Formal QB is half psychopath. You have an Josh. That's the main character. That's like the thingy, and you have an pyromaniac, a 10-year-old girl pyromaniac, and you have a half zombie, half human kind of woman. The bad, not a bad. I have just good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. It's just the bad is not an actual main role. You don't actually have a main role, or I don't know how to call it, but you don't actually have that. You have like Josh. You meet the thingy with Josh. It's first like a kind of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which the actor of Ferris Bueller's Day Off that plays Ferris Bueller is actually in the show. That's really nice of Netflix that they put him in because it's that kind of show. You he starts talking to the camera, not like an narrator. He's actually just talking to you like Deadpool, like I'm him right now. um, so that's pretty nice. But the point is, one like the first three episodes, it's Josh, but then there is like an episode where Josh. Isn't really a spoiler, but Josh cuts his hand and his finger off, and then the girl just takes over. Then she takes over, and she doesn't do the. It's actually a joke she makes. She doesn't do the fourth wall breaking thing, like looking into the camera and narrating, but she's narrating, and I don't really like the girl. I don't really like the Black Samurai. Nothing against black or gays, but I don't like their characters. I just like Josh. You know, I relate to Josh in that. I would do the things Josh does in an apocalypse. Well, Josh doesn't have friends, and I don't, so yeah, that's the only thing why I relate to him. Next, a good thing, fourth wall breaks. Fourth wall breaks. Yeah, I just have to slap my book. Fourth wall breaks are great. They are done good, you know. Even the former QB guy is like a bad guy. If you've seen the trailer, you've probably seen him. But he actually talks to the audience. Like everybody talks to the audience. It's actually pretty great. Um, like also these texts appear like people, like right here, and it's insane. It's actually pretty great, you know, when and they're talking to you like you're a person and not like an audience. That's also pretty great. Okay, that's next bullet point. We have here too much subverting expectations. Yeah. They have a lot of kind of plot twists. It's not really plot twists, but they're just subverting expectations. Like, oh, we're gonna do this now. Oh no, no, look, we're gonna do something whole differently, and I don't like that. You know, you can do it once. You can do it once, but not like the whole series. Like that. That's just. I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't know if you like that. Whatever. Um, good is self awareness. The series is pretty self aware. Like the first episode, it ends on a cliffhanger, and the second episode, Josh says to the camera, "So, oh, are you doing the thing where like the episode ends on a cliffhanger, and then keep you let people watch to see what's happening?" And that's pretty great. You know, I laughed. So yeah, and there's more moments like that, but that's like a main moment. That's why I wrote it down. Too much bad, too much love. Yeah, look, I'm all for love and peace and stuff, but there's too much love triangle. So many love triangles that you can probably make a fucking circle out of it. That's so much love triangles are in this series, and it's making me mad. Like you have this character that has love issues, but that character has love issues, but I have the next is nice acting. The acting is pretty nice. I recognize one actress. That's about it. I don't really, if I see another actor in a movie that I recognize, I don't really. It's like, oh, it's that person, but which movie? I can remember, and then I probably or look up the movie they were in, or it's like, oh, whatever. I'll just make it up. Um, during watching the movie or series or show. But yeah, I think these characters are all new, like the cast of. Yeah, I'm gonna compare it to Stranger Things again. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna compare it to the cast of Stranger Things. No, like the characters in Stranger Things were pretty new in the first season. The cast of Stranger Things were pretty new to acting in the first season. I don't know if it's that case with this cast, but it might be. And then they did a great job. They did a great job because this series could have been terrible if the characters wouldn't be like the actors wouldn't participate with the script or something. But everyone want everyone wants to participate with the script if it's a Netflix show. Otherwise, Tall Girl wouldn't be Tall Girl. Am I right? Okay, next is bad and not a definitive ending, and that's like this isn't really a spoiler, but all the all the episodes are like movies on its own. They have their own style and stuff, but they don't have a definitive ending, and the show even doesn't have a definitive ending. I really thought one like episode 8 or 7 might be was like I thought that was the ending of the show. I just thought like, oh, this might be a good point to end the series on and leave it on a cliffhanger. But otherwise I would probably be very mad if it would end like that. But whatever. Next, the good is a style. The style is great. They have a definitive. They have like the style of middle school the series movie on Netflix, and it's a thingy from a graphic novel. Daybreak is also an I don't know how to call it, of a graphic novel. It's inspired by a graphic novel or is a graphic novel, and middle school kind of has that theme of cartoons coming to life, and and this kind of has Daybreak kind of has the style of um, a graffiti style. So every episode starts with you see the intro, and then you see the after the intro you see like there's somewhere on the wall or an object there's spelled Daybreak, and the camera focuses on that, and it's always a different style but also the same style. It's also always red. It's always red, and it's just really cool to see that, like, oh look, they made Daybreak in that kind of formula, but it still has the style of Daybreak, so that's pretty cool. Next is bad. Is it too much flashbacks? They also make a joke about that. Characters have flashbacks because it's an apocalypse series, so you must have flashbacks because they always start with what's happened after the apocalypse, and then people start, and then you figure it out what actually happened before the apocalypse. That's in every apocalypse series. I promise you, every apocalypse movie, series, media, it doesn't matter. It's always like, oh, I'm gonna tell now, or I'm gonna narrate, or Josh actually says it to you, right? Breaking the fourth wall, like, okay, this happened, and then he comes into the flashback, and he's still talking to you in a flashback, like fucking Ferris Bueller does. It's actually pretty great. I love that they made that. They hired that actor from Ferris Bueller. I just love that. But you know, the flashbacks, kind of, you're just into the show, and then it snaps into a flashback, and then you're like, but I wanna know what's going on. I wanna know. I wanna know. Okay. Next is good. Uh, Another good bullet point. Whatever. Next is the flashbacks. Rex, you just said that the flashbacks are bad. Yeah, too much flashbacks are bad. But this the flashbacks are actually pretty good because Josh is Josh in that flashback. So Josh isn't looking at another Josh doing his action. Josh is the Josh in that flashback in that moment. And every movie or media that has flashback, the the guy that's narrating the flashback is always looking at the same the same guy that's narrating the flashback, but in that flashback. But they how many times did I say flashback? But Josh is actually narrating while he's doing the flashback, and that's pretty cool because it doesn't really show what's happening in the flashback, but it I don't know how to explain that, but it's really good. And yeah, that's all of my bullet points right here. Right here, and yeah, it's a good series. Just go watch it. I haven't spoiled anything, so you can just if you have a day off, just boot up Netflix, watch the show, and leave your thoughts in the comment. Oh my god, I've become what I sought to destroy, a YouTuber. No, but give your opinion in the comments or whatever. I don't care. My latest video just got like 1K viewers, and I've never hit above like 200 viewers, so that's great. And I gained like 4 subscribers, so that's also great. But just go watch it. I'll give it an 8. It's a definite 8. It's a good show. It isn't a masterpiece or something, but I've fell in love with all the characters and the universe, and it's not Stranger Things uh level of acting and level of writing stuff, but it's still good to watch. So I just watch it. Just fucking watch it. I don't have an outro, so goodbye, six fucks.